When awareness wakes up, love stops being hypnosis. The old falling in love, built on lack, drama, and disguised promises, loses its shine. You spot the trick. The ego projects, you believe. The passion flares, and then it charges. Awakening ends that theater. It isn't the end of love. It's the end of pretending. Love driven by lack asks for proof, calls jealousy care, and mistakes anxiety for intensity. Love that flows from wholeness doesn't ask for receipts. It overflows. You don't negotiate presence. You offer it. You don't collect guarantees. You build truth. That's why, once vision clears, many say, "It feels like I can't fall in love anymore." It isn't inability. It's dignity. You no longer confuse attachment with surrender, nor need with passion. With eyes open, the superficial gets noisy. Games of seduction. Sound childish. Rehearsed compatibility loses force. You seek presence, transparency, and silence that doesn't shame. And you discover that few can live without masks. The price of clarity is distance, and the reward is a new kind of peace. It isn't loneliness from lack of company. It's space to breathe. It's the distance between who you were and who you're becoming. Recycled talk, rotating validation, bonds kept by habit. Everything feels small. Trying to go back is impossible. A heart that has seen does not unsee. That doesn't make you hard. It makes you whole. When emptiness stops ruling, love stops being escape and becomes choice. You don't look for someone to complete you. You invite someone to walk with you. Two hungry halves negotiate. Two wholes share. As Erich Fromm reminded us, love is an art, and every art asks for discipline, maturity, and daily practice. Even so, a different kind of quiet appears. The sense of seeing a bit deeper than the average, with few to share it with. They'll call you cold, distant, complicated. What they mean is, you no longer fit the mirror they projected. Before, it was enough to reflect other people's values. Now, you reflect truth. True love isn't born from fear of endings. It doesn't need eternal promises or weekly proofs. It stays free. And because it's free, it stays alive. It can stay or leave, and still not kidnap anyone. It doesn't say, "Complete me." It says, "Walk with me." It isn't a fall. It's a rise. How to live this in the real world? First, with honesty. Say no when it's no. Love that demands you betray yourself is not love. It's a contract. Second, with presence. Eye contact. Phone in pocket. Full listening. Third, with boundaries. Freedom without edges becomes confusion. Clarity is care. Fourth, with inner practice. Build daily islands of silence. Write what is true for you. Notice the triggers that spark neediness and answer with maturity. Breathe. Set the pace. Don't dramatize. Fifth, with the courage to wait. The rare meeting exists but cannot be manufactured. Dignity attracts dignity. Adult love may hurt, but it doesn't make you sick. It doesn't turn jealousy into routine, nor fear into method. It doesn't police. It trusts. It doesn't control. It invites. There's lightness even in hard talks, because the intent is to heal, not to win. When two wholes meet, a quiet joy appears, a partnership for growth, not a prison of expectations. You may miss the old whirlwind, the high, the knot in your stomach, the predictable script of passion that rises and collapses. That's okay. The fever felt like life. But serenity is the gold left after the storm. At first it seems less. With time, you see, it is more. If some part of you still asks for signs, Remember, the love you offer remains yours, even when it passes through another's hands. Love is freedom, and freedom isn't lost. It's practiced. When you refuse to return to hypnosis, life answers with cleaner encounters, truer friendships, and dignity that isn't for sale. Practical steps from today. 1. Drop a performance. Stop saying what they expect to hear. 2. Write an uncomfortable truth about what you feel and need. 3. Offer care without a price tag. Do it, and don't announce it. 4. Say no to an invite that feeds neediness. 5. Say yes to quiet. A screen-free walk, a no-performance coffee. If this touched you, declare in the comments, "I choose truth, even if it costs me company." Like this video, subscribe to O Poder da Mente Próspera, and share it with someone who needs this reminder. When love stops being an escape from loneliness and becomes a celebration of presence, it stops being a fall and becomes a rise, with another, or alone, but whole. Here's the beautiful paradox of awakening. The road may get emptier, but it becomes far more yours. And along that road, love stops burning and starts lighting the way. Walk on. The rest will arrive in its time.